Hey everyone, StehnZ here. We're back with some more Noita. After that last run, we're starting over, by the way. After that last run, we got an 11 orb victory, which was my first time ever doing that, so I thought we'd give it another shot, as people seemed to view this a little bit more than some other games, so let's give this one another go. People seem to like it, and it's a good start to get the machine gun wand. Not quite the exact machine gun, but when you see this graphic early, this kind of looking wand, it could kind of look like it could kind of be very fast. That's what you want for an early wand. This one was not what we wanted because it's rain cloud, but we want that really high, really low delay, I should say. Really low recharge time. Well, let's go ahead and explore this area here. Try not to die. Try to stay ahead in hit points, of course. We have, when you first start the game, you have no way to heal. And you saw, those of you who watched my last run, healing became very important. Like, I require like some major mistake erasing because I could be a little mistake prone. You can catch on fire in just a moment from one little mistake. Chaos die. We're not going to mess with that early. I feel like those of you who've seen my playstyle a little bit, we like to play it safe around here, except when we fall into a vat of acid and die. But, you know, mistakes are going to happen. You never want to get too discouraged in this game. You just want to pick yourself up and try again. But it helps to be patient. You know what I'm saying? Like, take time to get what you need, because there's really no rush to go down a level. And we're going to kind of take our time up top here. Maybe we're going to make this a longer run. I don't know that we're going to go all 33 orb on everybody here. You know, that's kind of asking a lot. But we are going to get more than 11, that's for sure. We might even go to a new game plus. And I'm on fire. Okay. That was a little bit 7 wasted hit points by just trying to grab some health, but health's the gift that keeps on giving. Doesn't take a slot, it's there to help us. Is that a broken wand? I believe so. So let's just keep it moving. A lot of oil over here, by the way. A lot of oil. And that could be great fuel for making a big fire, but I don't know what that would really give us. So let's try to get our gold. You know me, I like to pick up that money. Having a real strong economy is really important. There's just oil everywhere. I've just never seen anything quite like this. It's like, it's going to have like spawned as a level of like oil town? Like, I don't understand. What do we have here? A drill. This is that garbage digging drill. I mean, there are uses for this. But as it stands right now, I don't see myself getting much out of this one, so we're going to leave that one behind. Move some explosives over there. Catch that guy on fire. Unfortunately, we won't be able to... I can slime myself. It might give me a little bit of resistance to fire. It does, but it also makes me slow. If we look at this carefully, it doesn't say slime protects you from fire. So, yeah, we can use that as poor man's water for now at the start of the game. Oh, look at this. A drill? Sea of oil? Speaking of sea of oil, this level just has been sea of oil. Like, there's some water. Well, at some point we need to get this slime bucket emptied and get into this, because we're not going to carry around slime as a fire retardant, because it makes you slow. And we prefer water, because it's going to have a couple uses. It's going to wash toxicity off of us. Very important, right? And it's going to put out that fire. Probably the most important thing. Hey, I'll see you, guy? Really? Well, I'm sold on that. Even though this wand is like kind of okay, we have two explosives. We need all-seeing eye. It's a thing. It's gonna help us to find our way. Now we're at the edge, which is great because, as we all know from my strategy, is I like to grab this tablet over here. You know, it's got some text on it, yada yada yada. But what it does let me do is I can kind of move it to slot 2 and I can go wham and throw this at guys, and it counts as death by accident. I don't know if you all remember me bringing that up before, but those of you tuning in for the first time, we throw these at the bad guys and they drop 2 coins instead of 1. And this is going to go a long way to helping us have that money that we're going to need. Could never have enough money. I mean, eventually we're paying big time funds for, that did 10 damage to me, that was stupid. Big time fundage is going to be required for reloads, it's going to be required for buying spells, going to be needed for the whole kit and caboodle. Now look, the key is just to remember to actually use it, because like I can go, hey, I'm gonna use my wand. That's wrong. Maybe we need to see a little deeper into here to get into this, because there's like a wand over here or something. It might have not been the best use of an all-seeing eye, but... it's not a wand. We wanted to pick up this berserker potion. You know, in a tough sitch, you could drink that and get a little stronger, do a little more damage. Getting over to it, though, might be tricky. However, we can blast through, thanks to these unstable crystals. Not the best at digging through hard rock, but I feel like if we use enough of these, I can get through here. I'm just actually gonna... You gotta call an audible. You try something, you don't break through. There's got to be a better way for me to get access to this potion. We can just come up and around instead of having to blast. We want to fill these slots up as soon as possible with, like, viable items, right? Why blast when you can walk? What do we got here? Giant magic missile. Now that could be great. There's water around here too? So why don't we start to get rid of the slime? Because this slime's not helping anyone. It doesn't flow all the way off the edge. I think we're going to be okay. Okay. Empty the bottle. I swear we saw water. Oh, we did. Very important. The stuff of life, we're going to need to carry that everywhere. Oh, bad man. Nice aim, StehnZ. This guy's just rocked me. Good God. It's okay, because, you know, we only need 1 life. Like, I don't have to get to the end with full health. I just need to move down to the Holy Mountain, still alive, obviously, or we're not moving down there, and grab the heart, and it won't matter how many mistakes I made. So let's not get discouraged, right? We want some things from this first level. We have our tablet. Boom, done. We want money. Easy. Kill the mobs, yeah? And we can cause a major fire in here and see what that does for opening up the map a little bit. I'm not a big broken wand guy. There's probably plenty of uses for it, but I'm just not quite sure where that works for me. Blood down here. Okay. Stable crystal that. Try to dig through here. I know we saw a heart. All-seeing eye. Really good pickup. Usually if you throw it into fire, it will burn, but it's going to be hard to blast through here. So remember what I said before. Why blast when you can walk? All I gotta do is go around. It's like, pay attention. Got it. That's 3 hearts so far. I'm pretty happy about that. That's somewhat bountiful. Ooh. Just be careful with this. There we go. That was a double. I mean, that was an accidental death. That's what we wanted. These little torches are going to light the oil on fire, so we don't want to get too crazy. That's also going to light it all on fire, so get our tablet before We're burning. Ugh! Really close. Oh, nice shot. Okay. It's like throw the wand, and then if that fails... Oh no, stuck in some oil. If that... coal. If that fails, then pull the gun out. There you go. Ooh, look at that. Windfall from hitting all of them. Beautiful. Okay, here's some more guys. More of these little walkie dudes. They have a name, by the way. I just don't remember it. Grab that, grab that, grab that. 468 gold from some of those accidental deaths giving me double. Probably get a decent amount of accidental deaths in here if I just light that whole place on fire. There's no reason not to blow this up. We could maybe even do it with an unstable crystal. There we go. Dedouge. And it's like, I don't know that I can get in there and get that money, but if I make myself wet... Yeah, see? I picked it all up without taking any damage. Actually, I didn't pick it all up, as we saw. But whatever, 533 gold, not bad. Still have 66 life. Just trying to get that good start, you know? Uh-oh, uh-oh. Just kiss that gold, just a second, you know? Don't want to submerge myself in that slime. I mean, toxic sludge. Important distinction, by the way. Fire rages all around. Oof! Direct hit. Direct hit. Oh, I thought I was getting out of the way of that. I ran right into it. Let's pop that eye over here. Yeah, oops. Wrong button. There we go. This is the potion thrower. These guys can be quite treacherous, depending on which potion he's carrying. But we're not going to let him throw. We don't give him a line of sight, he's not going to chuck it. So we're good there. Hey, concentrated mana. Anybody who saw the last episode saw how effective that was for me. We have a ghosty guy holding a wand that is extremely ominous. More health. Out of 56 life, but still within bounds. Drench ourselves in blood for a little crit. That is a spore thing. I believe I received a comment in a previous video that had called out a possible kind of homing spore wand, and I do want to look into that. So if we can blow up some of the sand and get access to this, that would be terrific. But how much of that's actually going to be possible? How much does this blow up the sand? Quite a bit. Alright, the sand is weak to the unstable crystal, so I'm getting it. I'm going to grab that spore spell. Ooh, I got a little close there. Alright, pollen. Not the fungal spore. Let's make sure we make a distinction between the two. They're very different spells. Anyway, moving right along. Good opportunity to get some double on this guy. Got him. $643 of the cash, didn't take damage. That gives us more time. It's like, health is a resource that we're going to be spending in order to pick up as much as we can from here, right? I'm pretty happy with my potions. I don't think we need levitation. I like berserk. I like concentrated mana. One little bit of concentrated mana will be all we need to make tons more of it. Yeah? And that was pretty key to the success of the 11 orb run that I know keep talking about like a broken record, but I had a good time with it, and I appreciate that some people enjoyed it. So that's why we're back at Noita. Lots of other games to play, but for now, let's give this another shot. Ooh, now look at the delay on this guy. This is much more up my alley, okay? 1020 with good recharge. Hey, it's only 2, but it's not shuffle. So, I'm sorry, but we're going to go with it. Replace my partially used exploding wand, but Remember, stuff can be on the ground. We can use it again. Let's use this to get through here. Burn this. Can we use this circle of shielding? We can. There's plenty of opportunities where that would be helpful. Give me a little bit of extra protection against any bad guys when they're shooting at me. And we know they do. These guys are calling my name though, yeah? Probably gonna give me a bunch of money. There's just no reason to skip them. Not when we can cause a massive fire in here, yeah? Burn this out. Get rid of all this oil. Start a big old fire. Just let that rage bit. Hey, we found the water too. That's nice. Got him. Give me that drink. Okay. Blow this up. I already got concentrated mana. I'm not concerned. Oh, these guys are going to get that. Blow this up. I don't know how explosives interact with concentrated mana, or if it counts as water. If it's going to put me out of fire. It did. But I did get burned a little bit there. That was not good. Still, we're getting near the end of what we're going to do in this level anyway. Hey. Well, we certainly turned that water into mana. You know, and this is why we like to carry a concentrated mana potion, because we are going to be using this later when we have wands that require lots of mana. Okay. I think we already were over here, right? That's where we saw that bad guy giving us the evil eye, holding that wand. I was concerned about even trying to fight that with this very limited kit. And why would we have a good kit right now? It is the very beginning of the game, yeah? Not something that I want to mess around with. He's using it on stuff, and it's like a drill. Look at this guy. Look at this crazy person. He's fighting the other guys. He's drilling. He's like not running out of mana. So why don't you come at me, bro, with that drill? I don't care what you're doing. Like, it's not hitting me. He's not figuring out what to do. I'm running out of mana, so I'm gonna drink this. There we go. Yeah, you don't seem to have it figured out. But that's like it's a drill. It's like, it's not a fake drill. Like, he's drilling. It might even have good mana regen. Like, I don't understand. We are going to wear this guy down. With my terrible wand. Thank you. Okay. Okay. Wow. Wow. It is... It's a drill. It's a real drill. It's not garbage. It is an actual drill. And my mind is blown. So, enough with explosives, yeah? We're gonna put that away. I have now hit the jackpot. I can actually just use this. It's drilling now. In level 1. Like, who would have thought? Like, please don't die, StehnZ. Like, really. We might have gotten one of my favorite type of wands right off the bat. I mean, like, that doesn't say much. Like, who doesn't like this, right? Everybody who knows what they're, well, quote, knows what they're doing. That's, I use that term very loosely with me. Let's not make no mistake. I am not I make no claim to be a Noita expert. But I am an enjoyer. And now I'm ready to rock and roll with this wand that is quite possibly everything we need. Especially once we put this other Luminous Drill on here, we might even be able to put the two together. I highly doubt that 500 mana regen will be enough for the two. But if it is, that we are about to be drilling away in level 2, picking up all that gold. I mean, I could be doing it here. Sort of. Maybe I will. Like, why wouldn't we want to mine level 1 with me having this? Like, this is wish-fulfilled material here, folks. Like, you don't just... Well, it's kind of hard to get what I'm going for here. But you don't just find this. Like, I've played many a run. Way too many of a run. Let's just take a second. It doesn't tell me, like, my stats for how much I've failed. You know, I don't want to look too carefully at that, right? That can be a little embarrassing. The amount of times I've... What does this wand do? Exploded and killed myself. Now, alright, advice. The advice section. When we're drilling to get this gold out, obviously, this is not even that clever of advice, but let's just say it. The drill itself will delete the gold, and we don't want that. So you gotta drill all around, you gotta loosen it up and grab it. And with this, we can go anywhere we want. We could just leave, which we won't do. So let's grab a perk and check out level 2 and something so cool like, you know, peace with the gods, like right off the bat with a drill like this. We could just be flying around, going wherever we want, not having to worry about Steve. I might even be able to take Steve with this. Like, I think Steve might not have much of an answer for this if I can kind of catch him around a corner and just drill him. That doesn't sound right, but that's accurate for what we're doing here. Loosen that up. 1,400 gold. Are you kidding me? All-seeing eye. Tons of money. It's almost too good to be true. It is almost too good to be true, because what can happen is I just die by falling into like lava like that. And there goes my... That's the end of the tablet. We're gonna get another tablet. It's like, how important is throwing tablet right now if I have a drill? Not that important, I would say. It's like we're calling a mad audible after that, because I'm just coming over here, I'm blasting away. Shotgun guy, give me that money. Let me get through here. Oh, come on. Alright, we got it. Oh. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Alright, I'm on you. Should we just go? Should we just go, or let's just mine? Let's hang out. Like, you're all... Those of you who like this kind of content, we are simply hanging out, playing Noita, good vibes. Why would we be in a rush to not mine all this stuff? You know, especially I'm throwing out big words. I'm throwing out, like, multiple orb victories. We're talking, you know, some kind of a fantasy run here. And it's almost fated to happen with such a great pickup in the beginning. First of all, what is this? I guess it's just a regular mushroom. Can I eat this? Did that heal me? What does this stuff do? It makes me gassy. Alright, I don't know what this was. Sometimes it's like, we see something, we forget what it is, and we're just like, I'm gonna eat it. Is it good? No. It's gross. Didn't do anything. Maybe gassy. More biting. Carefully shaving it off. Grabbing the money. Oh yeah. Sometimes you can do this little tactic of like, we're going to loosen it up with gravity, and I broke some of the gold. Okay. But we got that. 1,500. Now, folks, level 2. Much more money than level 1. But, you know, there is an opportunity cost to leaving the stuff behind. And if time is really not your factor, if you're playing this game and you're saying, okay, I want to have a really good run, I really want to win, then why would you run ahead? Why would you not take your time to pull everything you could out of these levels? By me not just ending it, I was able to find this wonderful drill. I was able to double my health. We were able to get all of our potion slots, most of our potion slots, then we threw our tablet away in our infinite wisdom. But you know what that does? That opens us up to carry another bottle. And we know there were other bottles. So maybe we should grab that levitation or whatever around here. Not that we're really going to be using the levitation potion that I can think of. But in a pinch, that could be helpful. This is all that concentrated mana that I made by, I guess, destroying a potion? I destroyed one of the potions while I was messing around, blowing stuff up, trying to get access to different parts of the map. Let's run over and drill this guy. Oh, don't. Oh, no. First, I just want to destroy this so that doesn't get me. I got him. We want to make sure we don't mess around with this lava pile. That would be a great way to die. But yeah, I think we should look for that fourth bottle that was around. Maybe, like I said, maybe it didn't have the most useful liquid in it, but it is another bottle, and we'll be able to change those out for different things. I don't think it's really going to make or break things. I'm gonna start to... I'm walking that back what I'm talking about right now. Should really be more about just moving on at this point. Got that money. There's a lot of stuff we can gain by just doing it. So let's see what's down here in the Holy Mountain. First, let's heal. We've got spells, a black hole. Ooh, I always like these. Energy shield sector, not super common, but we know we're going to want that. Hey, gold is forever. It's really hard to ignore that one for me. It has so many benefits and yields so much extra wealth for us that I'm just going to go ahead and pick it up. Wow. So, this beautiful wand, still infinite here. What happens if we just leave this in there? Alright, it stays full. So what happens if we put these two? I bet you it'll start draining mana. Oh yeah, right away. That does look decent though. Like this could be what we need. Looks about the same, either way. We put the two together. Is it going slower or just becoming longer? I'm gonna go with this. Now we have to deal with the poof, 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 poof sound of running out of mana. However, that's why we carry some concentrated mana. Like lest we forget that once I have both those going, we're probably looking at being a lot better shape with that. If I buy this other all-seeing eye, then we just have two in this shuffle wand. Cool, yeah? This thing is much faster at casting than the other one. Circle of shielding, cool, but not something I'm going to just invest in. What happens if I do this? This looks more reasonable. And if we buy another one here, we can put 2 energy spheres in here. And it might be casting even faster. That seems like a decent long-range cannon. 4th slot will simply replace. Go with the 2 all-seeing eyes. Go with this kind of funky drill that's running out of mana, but is still a drill of some sort. Double all-seeing eyes with the energy shield sector. Not sure how good that would be. Instead, we can... They cost 100 mana. They could both go in this wand. This one is just whatever. And then I can put the giant missile in here. And then I'll have some kind of super blasting weapon. 6 shots of it. That might give us a little bit of a benefit. But then all of my wand slots are in use. if I were to go in this direction. And I'm not quite sure that that's what we want to do. Like, it's really important to have an extra slot open so that we can pick up wands. We don't have Tinker with wands anywhere, so we don't want to fill out our kit with 4 wands right off the bat. This is just my opinion. But that, I'm sure, is debatable, yeah? So, let's just use this, be happy with what we have, fill up our water, turn this one over here to concentrated mana, and we'll just do a little, like, case in point. Do I not run out of mana when it's up? Yeah, it becomes a pretty gnarly drill with concentrated mana up. So, I think we are in great shape to proceed into the mine. We have something that can shoot. We have a drill from God knows where. And we're just ready to go down. Now, I didn't do my patented little extra all-seeing eye trick when I came out of it, but we'll be fine without that. Let's fire that off. Get the explosives where they need to be, out of the way. Wand? Nukes. Oh my. Well, we'll grab it for now. Let's make sure we don't accidentally cast this, because holy smokes. I don't know that it can even... It can. There is enough mana to cast it. It's a good wand, too, for low level. It's got good regen. If we fire that nuke, let's make sure we're standing way back and we're just using it toward some horrible creatures that we don't want any part of. Gold is forever means we get to take our time. We get to let enemies kill each other. We get to fire... Ow! Do not get hit by shotgun blast, StehnZ. Please don't. We're going to come out of here with so much money. Gold is forever. A good drill. An amazing drill. I'm gonna reel that back. We may not even, in this episode, we may not even be able to get through all of this level, because we're going to be doing so much mining, so much exploring, so much preparing for a longer good run. Patience is so important in this game. Now, if you saw, I zapped that chest that moved out of there, because if there was some kind of lightning thing in there, electrifying the water and killing me, well, it would have been a very sad time in this house. Gotta be aware of all the little traps, the little pitfalls that can kill you, and just, you build these mental pathways that prevent you from falling into that trap over and over again. So you think, and then it's gonna happen anyway, but... Alright, lots to mine here. Look at all that. All into here. 1800. And like, we've just scratched the surface. Like, we thought we made a lot of money in that first level. Oh boy. Maybe, you know, when it's a longer drill like this, maybe not the easiest to work with. But I think it's just about the same. Sometimes the shorter drill can feel like more of a precision instrument. Might be a bit subjective. Oof, that is some sort of toxic thing. Let's not mess with that right now, but we may need to blow it up. Another thing I can do is nuke over here. And that might be, this could be a good time to fire it, if I don't die. Here we go. Ooh, it hit me. It definitely hit me. I did not get out of the way enough. So that was cool. We just spent half of our life nuking ourselves. I guess I was just a little unprepared for how big that explosion was. However, hey, we're not dead. You know, there's still time to get it back. We might not be getting all the money out of here anymore now that I made such a hilarious error. But Next time we nuke, let's make sure that that blast is going on off the screen. That was pretty embarrassing. About 100 damage. All I wanted to do is kill those bugs without having to deal with them. And now it's like, well, now you're pretty much done. No. We're just done being aggressive. And that's probably the last nuke I fight. First of all, let me just come right out and say it. I don't like the nuke. I don't like nuke. Don't like nuclear war. Don't like that these exist. And they like the world knows that, and it's like punishes me for using it. So. But hey, that's subject for another day. For now, let's just get that money. So we've killed plenty of mobs. There's lots of gold sitting around here. We're going to be able to pick up. Getting in where we need to go. Oh, that's the electric that I was talking about. See? And look, I got out of there just in time. Like, we could sit here and look at that moment, frame by frame, and see that, like, I may have been just a split second away from dying. And then all that hype about, wow, it's going to be such a great run. It all would have melted away. But then, you know what? You know, we don't cry, we don't complain. We just go, alright, that's Noita. And you get back on the horse. And you try again. Try again, fail better. As the saying goes. What is that? Beckett? I'm wrong, please say that in comments. No, and even our like blasting weapon is not so bad. So for this level, we can also just kind of drill guys with this amount of the range on it. Concentrated mana drill is enough for me to go quite crazy. It does feel to me like we are drilling through a lot of the coins. You know, it could be the drinks causing that tonight, and I'm getting a little lazy here. But hey, we hadn't uploaded in a while. We're letting that 11 orb run sink in, and this felt like a good night to hang out with y'all and play some Noita. Appreciate you watching. Like, subscribe, all of that. I have a tiny channel, so every bit helps. We get to hear that poof, poof, poof about a mana spell over and over again. Ugly. You get used to it though. It's like, this is what I gotta do to make it work. Alright, we're up at the top. If I can clip these guys... They ran away? Alright, whatever. We're gonna have a little bit of a coal fire here, and that's okay. I am wet enough to grab this. There's another gold somewhere buried in there. Pick that up later. Let's get this. This looks mineable and a half. And let's see what happens if I do something cool like this. This might be a little slick. Now it's like extreme miner that destroyed way too much stuff. As long as I'm like in it, then I can also just use this to remember. We don't have to drink it like we were doing last run. Although that's one very effective way to have the buff up. And I think it's funny that I'm still running out of mana with this, but it's not so bad. Like, the drill is almost frame perfect with the mana up, which is, you know, so it's not a full lightsaber, but it's there. Let's make sure we don't drill this brickwork yet. We're not going full Steve in this house at the moment. Always remind ourselves that gold is forever at the moment. So all we gotta do is hit them. And we got some of that. Drop this on these guys. Kaboom. No. I think it's something has to actually hit it to blow that up, to blow up. I believe those are mines. So it kind of looked like a nautical, like an I should say, an underwater mine. Great. Okay. More money. All the money. Look at all this mining that we could be doing over here. I have half a mind to nuke it. But I have a feeling that that will be that may nuke the money. I don't know. I'm not a big. I feel weird even carrying this nuke one. I'm about ready to throw it away. I'm like, I'm holding a horrible explosive, and if I press the wrong button, I pull that thing out, I will die. We saw earlier in the episode. I'm like, oh, I don't feel like fighting all that, so we're just gonna nuke it, and everything's gonna be easy. Boom! I lose half my life. Instantly. Over half. And I thought I was at a safe distance. Like, we gotta go back and look at the film. Study the film pro sports style is kind of where I'm at. And I will. What are we up to, buddy? Now, 2,700? We could be here all day. And we might really be this time. You know, we spoke of the curse, like, oh, I got so much money. Oh, excuse me. We got so much money. And then I died from something stupid because of some kind of Murphy's Law sort of mistake. Yeah, and that's, well, we do run the risk of that, don't we? Alright, let's... Oh. No. It's like, maybe I nuke that? I don't even want to fire one down there. I'm just afraid to do it. Mages. Get out. So we've gone too far to the left. Oof. Ran out of levitate. Pick that up. There he is. He's still on us. He died. He just burned to death. So, where'd you drop your stuff? Right here, where I want it. Okay. Well, that hopefully was the end of that. That was the only mage we were dealing with. Slime in the middle of the mine could be a little bit annoying. Let's grab this chest, though, especially if it's like health. Yeah, it just feels less precision to be using this. Yeah, it had gold in it. That's good. Great. We just broke the 3K mark. Fantastic. We got stuff. Rocks in the way. Okay. It's more of the same. Pick up the money, you know, maybe, like I was saying in previous episodes, maybe it's not the most engaging, enthralling content to be picking up all this cash, but it is important. And we're kind of going with the long play vibe here. So at this point, it's just more about hanging out, playing Noita, and exciting stuff will happen later. Trust me. I'm digging it, but I'm also the guy shooting the Luminous Drill around that he should totally not have this early in the game. I don't know that I've ever found a kind of infinite drill like this so early before. Like, I'm still at the kind of like, pinch me, is this happening position. Because there are times you go to level 2 and you have no effective way to get this stuff out. You'd be like, well, I have my starting bomb wad. Or something equally... like, I'm able to get a couple of these veins because I can blow this up right now 3 times. Or there's the other side of it, which is like, well, I have a shotgun, and that allows you to kind of dig, but it's tedious. You know, of course, we had a drill before, but we left it behind, so maybe that, like, drill, not luminous drill, but drill can be good for getting gold out. I think I've used that one before. That might actually be the most straightforward. Some good looking vades over here. We're gonna go ahead and pick out of this. And just clip it. Just clip it a little bit. Let that gold come falling out of its little vein and into my pocket. Without hitting it too hard. Without deleting any of it. Because we're going to. I mean, the drill's a little long, let's face it. Maybe not the easiest to work with, because it doesn't function in as tight spaces as it would if I left it shorter and I didn't put the one with the timer on there. Ooh, I don't want to drown in this coal. Bad stuff can happen with powders, as they're called. They can suffocate you, so if I have like a bunch of coal collapse on me, that could be bad. Theoretically, we could drill our way out of it. Now, I saw that the screen is shaking a bit, so we either have a worm starting to mess around, or someone had an earthquake wand. That's probably less likely than a worm. Alright, we see the bad guy up here. Dropping that lava. Click. Got it. 3,600 now. The rich get richer. Still, what we're going to do is, rather than spend infinite time, we're going to say, yeah, like, me can just anger the gods sometime soon, drink a little bit of that concentrated mana potion, and probably just walk up and just straight drill Steve and hit him with this when it's firing at max from concentrated mana. I'll get him from around the corner before he can react, and Steve won't know what to do. And I think we can take him. I really do. And then we can be like, no, the gods don't like me. That's fine, because I don't like the gods either. And they may have other ideas for what's acceptable Noita behavior, and we are going to follow our own path, which means going up and down and not caring about what any of those guys have to say. Because what is he saying? Like, hey, you're not playing fair, you're going back up to areas you already defeated, you're cutting through progression, and they want to stop you. And I say, no. But if we can make peace with them, all the more good, because then, to me, it's like I grab a perk that means that they've surrendered to me. They don't want that conflict to continue. And Scott, like, this may not work for Scott. Let's make no mistake. His firepower can be a little obscene. Ooh, did I fire that in a spot that I already saw everything? I think so. Anyway, some gold is forever landed here, so that's perfect for me. Anything down here? A little bit. Just one, but with a bunch of debris. Uh-oh, bad guy. I don't think he hit me. Good dodge. This may have been where I fired that nuke. We are near the nuking fiasco incident of 2024. It wasn't that big of a fiasco, because look, I'm still alive. Whatever. It just was so stupid. Chalk that up to my inexperience with that spell, because I'm thinking, oh, that'll kill all of them and I can just have a laugh about it. Not, wow, I was blasted with it and lost half my life. From a glancing blow. I mean, I was at the outer edge. Got him. We are at the edge. Plenty of gold over here. And we're reaching the end of what we're going to be picking up, because, once again, the curse. I'm thinking that when this episode gets close to the hour mark, you know, the classic StehnZ duration that he likes to go for when creating this kind of content for you guys, that's probably a good time to kind of call it in this level and make our way to the Holy Mountain, see what's available there. If we go a little bit into stoppage time, that's okay. Of course, of all this drilling was boring, there's a little bit of a tip for you guys that you can turn on a feature within YouTube to increase the speed of all this. I might sound a little bit sped up, but we'll get to the point a lot faster. Okay, well, just this little part of the mountain, now that we're on the far right side of the map and we went about as left as we wanted to go to, will be basically the end of what we're going to be looting. Oh, I just totally drilled through that vein. Ugly. This is a tough drill to work through. I probably destroyed quite a bit of gold compared to what I could have picked up. But hey, the gods aren't angry. I mean, they're about to be, because I do have half a mind to turn around, come right back up here for episode 2. But, I am... That's going to be a battle for another day. I am not sure whether I want to do that right away, because the earlier that we get Steve, means the sooner that we get Scott. But could concentrated mana with this drill be enough to just take him out too? It could, but I think he would kill me in the process, especially if I don't have that ambrosia to stand in, as we saw in the old short, where I just threw the ambrosia on the ground, stood there, and killed Scott. That might be the route that we want to go. But we need ambrosia if we're going to do that. Then, if I get a vial of ambrosia, we'll go ahead and anger the gods, and we'll stop caring. Drill, concentrated mana, ambrosia. That's like, what more could we ask for? This could be the stuff left over from when the mage died. Let's detoxify all of this. Pick this all up. Excuse me. We got dynamite guys falling from the sky. Couple last bits of gold. I think it's looking good to me. So this final 5 minutes, let's go ahead and tinker in the Holy Mountain. No god angering. Grab the health. We've got a third all-seeing eye. We've got crit plus. Thank you. We've got some stuff. Extra life. Perk lottery. Now, perk lottery early can be really nice. And it reset these things. So if I fire this off, this might be look a little bit crazy because I'm not getting all three. But if I got something really good out of this, stainless armor, faster levitation is hard to really control. So I'm going to go with stainless armor in this case. You take 50% less damage as long as you have no active status effects. That's something that does come up for me. I'm not always going to have liquid on me as I'm running around. A third all-seeing eye to just kind of round this thing out. Taking the nukes off. We didn't like the nukes. We had nukes. We didn't care for them. They didn't help me in the way that I wanted. These things aren't quite as fast. We could definitely throw this kind of crappy wand out and switch to this super all-seeing eye thing. Because this wand is not so great. We can just throw it because it's not going to help us in any way. And then there's a little bit of a tactic that I came up with. It's like, before we grab this item reload, we go over here, we pop an all-seeing eye. We swim down to the bottom, we pop an all-seeing eye. We go as far to the right as we can. That floating arc could be good. We could also potentially be getting this concentrated light as our new cannon, but I don't know that that's exactly right for us. There we go with that. And then we grab some water. We always need more water. Concentrated mana is 100% full, so we're okay there. And now we take the reload, which has fixed all of our all-seeing eyes. Gods are not angry. Everyone's okay. Nothing quite to do with these just yet. Would be really cool to kind of take this concentrated. It's only 60 bucks, so if we just buy it, we could potentially make a nice projectile out of this with like crit. Maybe it would end up doing more damage. Damage 10, 5 explosion, explosion radius 3, damage 5, but it has slice damage. I've never been really big on concentrated light. I'm not 100% sure. So I think, you know, we're just about at the 1 hour. I feel like we made really good progress this level. We got some nice perks. We got an obscene amount of gold for early first and second stage. So in the next episode, we're going to come back. We're going to try the ice stage. Hopefully preserve our health a little better than we did the first in the second stage when we blasted ourselves and took half of our life away. And then, you know, the future is looking mighty bright with this, with the items that we've picked up and some of the kit that we have set up so far. So I appreciate you guys all watching, and I will see you all in the next video. Goodbye.